This is All India Radio. Welcome to our business news program, Money Matters. I am Rangabashyam and with me is my co-anchor in Hindi, Vishal Sharma.
नमस्कार। कार्यक्रम में हम शेयर बाजार, कारोबार और अर्थ जगत की ताजा खबरों को लेकर एक बार फिर हाजिर हैं। शुरुआत करते हैं अंग्रेजी में हेडलाइंस से।
First, the headlines. Domestic equity indices logged modest gains during the week ended yesterday. Sensex finishes below 51,000 mark while the NSE Nifty settles above 15,000 level. And rupee logged 24 paise weekly appreciated against the US dollar.
बात सबसे पहले शेयर बाजार की करते हैं। कल समाप्त हुए कारोबारी सप्ताह में प्रमुख घरेलू शेयर बाजारों में हल्की बढ़त दर्ज हुई। उतार चढ़ाव के बीच बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज का सेंसेक्स 51,000 के नीचे बंद हुआ, जबकि नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज का निफ्टी 15,000 के स्तर के ऊपर रहा। कारोबारी सप्ताह के दौरान वैश्विक बाजारों से प्राप्त सकारात्मक संकेतों से सेंसेक्स और निफ्टी दोनों में हल्की बढ़त देखने को मिली। अमेरिका में $19 खरब के प्रोत्साहन पैकेज को मंजूरी मिलने से वैश्विक शेयर बाजारों में बढ़त का रुख रहा। साथ ही यूरोपीय सेंट्रल बैंक के बॉन्ड खरीद तेज करने से भी निवेशकों की धारणाओं को बल मिला है। और सप्ताह के दौरान सेंसेक्स 0.77% की वृद्धि से 387 अंक चढ़कर 50,792 पर पहुंच गया। निफ्टी भी 0.62% की वृद्धि से 93 अंक ऊपर 15,031 पर बंद हुआ। बीएसई मिड कैप इंडेक्स में 0.05% की मामूली गिरावट रही, जबकि स्मॉल कैप इंडेक्स में 1.3% की बढ़त दर्ज हुई।
Well, as Vishal just mentioned, during the week the Sensex rose 387 points or 0.77% to settle at 50,792. The Nifty 50 index also gained 93 points or 0.62% to close at 15,031. The BSE mid cap index fell marginally by 0.05% while the BSE small cap index climbed 1.1%. And to discuss the stories, we have with us market expert Sharad Kohli. Good afternoon, Sharad, and welcome to Money Matters.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all the listeners.
Yeah, and to talk about the weekly action at the stock market, what would you say, the Sensex finally closing below the 51,000 mark, a psychological level. But, more or less, it is maintaining this particular band of, say, between 50 and 52,000.
Yes, absolutely. I think the volatility which, we've been talking about over the last few weeks continues to be there. And we keep observing these up and down movements. I think very interestingly what has happened to market is the same liquidity which drove the market from the month of March 2020 until now, which almost doubled the market during this period, is now proving to be a bane, because that liquidity is what it is doing. It is driving the bond yields up. The bond yields touching 1.6%, and I think yesterday. And I think the bond yield for the stock market is becoming the new villain, I would say, because the moment bond yields move up, you observe that the market starts moving down and the correction comes because the investors withdraw money and the money starts moving out, which leads to a correction. So I think the same liquidity which was once a market friend is now somehow proving to be a bit of an impediment in terms of the market, because the bond yields go up, the inflation fears go up, and suddenly you observe the correction. So I think it will remain volatile. My anticipation is that this is going to remain volatile for some more time. I don't really see a stable market as of now. You will keep hearing these mixed news coming in. We saw $1.9 trillion package coming in, and some liquidity is again going to come into the market, which will again affect the bond yields. We saw money moving out of precious metals also. Gold and silver, we observed, sharply came down ever after the liquidity and the bond yields went up, whereas it was being anticipated that probably these precious metals may go up because of liquidity. But as I said, the same liquidity is now proving to be an impediment as far as the market direction is concerned.
जी शरद, ये तो सप्ताह के कारोबार की बात हुई। कल की अगर हम बात करें खास तौर पर, तो कल बहुत बड़ी गिरावट रही। 487 अंक सेंसेक्स लुढ़क गया। इसके पीछे आप क्या प्रमुख, कल ऐसा क्या कारक रहा जो कि इतनी बड़ी गिरावट का जो कारण बना वो?
बिल्कुल विशाल, देखिए जैसा कि मैंने अभी बताया कि कल की जो मुख्य गिरावट थी या गिरावट का मुख्य कारण जो था वो था बॉन्ड यील्ड। जैसे ही खबर आई कि बॉन्ड यील्ड जो कि परसों 1.53 1.54 के करीब थोड़ी कूल डाउन हुई थी, बल्कि 1.4 की तरफ मूव करने लगी थी, वो एकदम से कल चढ़कर जैसे ही ये पैकेज पे प्रेसिडेंट बाइडेन ने साइन किए तो बॉन्ड यील्ड एक बार फिर चढ़कर 1.6 के आसपास पहुंच गई। और अगर आप अमेरिकन स्टैंडर्ड से देखें तो ये रेट बहुत हाई है। 10 साल के जो बॉन्ड्स हैं उसका 1.6 हो जाना जो वहां के इन्वेस्टर्स हैं उनको वो मजबूर करता है स्टॉक मार्केट से पैसा निकाल कर और बॉन्ड्स में लगाने का। तो जैसे ही FIIs पैसा निकालते हैं, आप देखते हैं कि डॉलर वॉलेटाइल हो जाता है और पैसा निकालने से मार्केट में करेक्शन आती है। उनको देख के जो रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स हैं और शॉर्ट कवरिंग मार्केट में शुरू हो जाती है या शॉर्ट बनने शुरू हो जाते हैं। जो लोकल रिटेल ट्रेडर्स हैं, रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, उनमें भी खलबली मच जाती है। तो मुख्यतः मैं कारण इसको बॉन्ड यील्ड का 1.6% तक टच करना मानता हूं, जो कल आपने विशाल करेक्शन मार्केट में देखी।
Yeah, and Sharad, let's bring in the inflation aspect as well. Inflation, retail inflation especially, slightly inching up to 5.03% for February. What would you say from here on? Are interest rates going to firm up, and RBI will take a hawkish kind of a stance?
Yes, I think our listeners rightfully need to know the reasons why inflation has been climbing. One is because of the fuel prices, and second because of the hardening of the food-related items. I think which is pretty seasonal. But fuel prices has been the main culprit behind inflation. I think yes, it would leave very little elbow room for RBI to further, in the monetary policy to further cut down the interest rates, because high inflation is definitely not good news for the people who were expecting an interest rate cut from RBI. So inflation, but the government forecasted that the inflation will cool down. RBI had also forecasted that inflation will stabilize between 4 and 5%. Obviously, there will be seasonal impact from time to time, but basically it is going to stabilize around 4.5 or 4% in the long run. But yes, as you rightly said, this is not good news for the interest rate cut expectants. People who were thinking that our consumer loans, our housing loans, business loans are going to become cheap. These high inflation is not going to help the cause.
Right. Let's move on and take a look at the forex scenario as well. The rupee in the business week ended yesterday appreciated 24 paise to settle at 72 rupees and 79 paise against the US dollar. The domestic unit rose during the week mainly due to gains in the domestic equity markets and weakness in the American currency. During the week, the dollar index, which indicates the US dollar's strength against a basket of 6 other leading currencies, fell around 0.3% to 90.68. Sharad, what would you say as far as the rupee is concerned? Slightly appreciating and slightly moving up. Good for the exporters, but
yes,
really bad news for the importers. Very briefly.
Absolutely, because we've observed that the FDI from the period of April to December 20 was $53 billion. And I think the movement of FII and FDI money from in and out of the country causes volatility of the rupee. We can talk in more detail in Market Mantra in the evening, because this requires a bit of a detailed explanation, which I'm sure we are out of time, and we'll leave it to the evening.
Yeah. And let's quickly take a look at the US markets. The tech-heavy Nasdaq fell 0.6% after rebounding more than 6% over the past 3 sessions. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed 0.9%.
समय हो रहा है मनी मैटर्स में फिलहाल इतना ही। शरद कोहली जी, आप कार्यक्रम में जुड़े, इसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और चलते चलते मुख्य समाचारों पर एक नजर फिर से। कल समाप्त कारोबारी सप्ताह के दौरान घरेलू सूचकांकों में हल्की बढ़त दर्ज की गई। सेंसेक्स 51,000 के नीचे हुआ बंद, जबकि निफ्टी रहा 15,000 के स्तर के ऊपर, और पिछले सप्ताह रुपए में डॉलर के मुकाबले 24 पैसे की मजबूती रही।
And that's it in this edition of Money Matters. For now, goodbye.